It's going to be an awesome day today. Blacks against the Jews against the blacks, the whites against the blacks, the Jews and the Puerto Rican. I got to make some art. Oh my God, people are getting killed left and right. Wars in a bunch of countries. I got to say something, right? Maybe not. Okay, let's do this. I'm Leviticus. I'm a conceptual artist, and I'm the world's most famous artist. Also, a concept. Don't get excited about it. Okay? What is going on with this guy, Nick Fuentes? He's like very easily likable. He's half Irish, half Mexican, and he doesn't like mixed race couples. He's a mixed race person. And one of his things is he doesn't like people to mix races. And he wants all the races to go back to their native lands. He doesn't want them to immigrate legally. He just wants everybody to go away because he wants everybody to be white. But he's not white. So that's number one, there's a problem. He isn't what he says he is. I think he says he's Mexican. So does he go back to Mexico? We got a problem right off the bat. So I've been around a while, and guys like this make sense if you listen to him. He sounds amazing. Like if you, first of all, he says this himself. He's from a white place in Illinois where everything is essentially like it was in the 1950s. Everybody loves baseball and everybody has money and everybody has a nice, quiet life. And he wants everybody to go away. And he got famous saying this. It's like so easy. It's just clickbait. So, first of all, he needs to go away because he's Mexican. And then he says, I'm highly against mixed marriages. His parents were mixed. The whole thing is crazy. And I got to talk about it because I'm just an artist. You can't say anything because you're afraid that people won't buy your art. But I'm way over it. I was over it a long time ago. So I'm interested in this stuff now that's going on because guys like this are getting famous. Um, he said the other day, I listened to him because he's pretty interesting to listen to. And then he goes like off the charts. He wants obviously he doesn't like Israel because Israel is um, running the world. And if you've been to Israel, Israel can't run Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is a mess. And as far as the Jews owning the planet, they don't. It's just not a fact. Um, Donald Trump is president. Elon Musk is the number one or number two richest guy in the world. Bill Gates is causing all kinds of billionaire problems. I mean, you can make a whole list, which I'm not going to do, but nothing is true. Everything everybody says is just for clicks. You can just sit down for 2 seconds and be like, God, is that true? Do the Jews in China own the bank? There's no Jews in China. What about India or any of these places? I can't even think about how many places don't have Jews. They're everywhere. So the Chinese bankers don't do any damage. It's just Jews. Nothing he says makes sense. Now, I live in a black, Jewish, LGBTQ hipster neighborhood mixed with poor people and wealthy people. And you know what bonds everybody together? You got to pay rent. Everybody is just paying rent and nobody cares who's who. You might have a couple of old black ladies who pass by a Jew with their 4 kids and think, "Oh my god, these Jews keep having kids." Meanwhile, her family keeps having kids and they're all on food stamps. I mean, everybody is on food stamps unless you're wealthy. And then you're in the capitalist system. If you don't have any money and you have 4 kids, you're probably on food stamps. So then you're in this socialist system. There's two systems. My point is, guys like Nick Fuentes and other guys that are rising up the ranks of fame because they're just yapping away, it's all fake. They're fighting against fake news, and they're fake news. It's all fake news, and it's all for clicks. The beauty of being an artist is you don't get clicks. There's no clicks in this. For example, I'm going to do a little conceptual painting right now. Okay? I hope I wasn't too close to this mic. We'll see. So I like to do tic-tac-toe paintings. Let's just get started. By the way, the painting in the background is a torture scene. When I was a young, this is an old painting. It's about 20 years old. When I was a younger artist, I don't usually keep 20-year-old paintings, but I found this somewhere. I don't really have old paintings like that. But this is essentially a torture painting because when I was younger, I was into the torturous human dilemma that we're in. We're all being tortured, and some of us are actually in a torture chamber. It doesn't matter if it's the Holocaust, which people say are fake, or Vietnam, or the war in Gaza, or the war in Nepal right now, the civil war, or Yemen, or wars in the Congo, or can we go on and on with the wars? I mean, but let's focus on one war. Let's focus on Gaza because of the Jews. You know, no Jews, no news. And that's fine. But a lot of blacks are in a war, but um, blacks love to fight in civil wars. There's not much talk about that. But let's go on to my painting, tic tac toe. This is what we're into now. So I'm a conceptual artist. Um, I don't have to worry about getting clicks. So I like to do tic tac toe paintings. Let's change sides. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. I think it's gonna be easier to see. I gotta do these paintings sort of like. I think you'll be able to hear me. I hope I didn't talk too loudly in the mic. I'm having issues with that because I don't know how to use it yet. First, we make a tic tac toe board. Go like this. Go like this. A little bit more paint. Can you see this? You can't even see that? More here. Hey, Jorge! Let me know if they can't see it. What's going on with Jorge? I like everybody. I like Mexicans. I like Puerto Ricans. I like blacks. I like Jews. I like rich people. I like poor people. I like Nick Fuentes. He's on my mind because all of a sudden, since Kirk got his neck blown out of his body, he's getting famous. Nick Fuentes. All he's got to do is say blacks and Jews, and his clicks go through the roof. I'm on to you guys, all of you guys. I'm on to Don Lemon. All you got to do is get clicks, get money, and talk about absolute nonsense. So what I do is I do a tic tac toe painting. It's conceptual. Go like this, and you go this. So now you getting the board ready. We don't care about the drips. Okay. So Nick Fuentes is half Mexican, half Irish, and he wants everybody to leave America to make it whiter. Now, my opinion, I've been around a while. I live in New York. I've been here for a long time, and it's very easy to get racist because everybody is out of their minds. Okay? So let's take that off the table. But when you see a beautiful mixed race couple, a dark skinned black with a beautiful white lady, and they have kids, they're beautiful. Okay? We're not going to go into like the religious beliefs of mixed marriages and all that stuff. I'm talking about genetics. It's beautiful, and their genes are far enough apart where the kids are going to be highly developed and evolved. We're not going to go into the religious beliefs about it because all of that's nonsense too. So Nick Fuentes is full of it just on that, just on genetics. He feels like he's a geneticist. Like it's not good for the races if they mix. It's like not even scientifically correct. He's getting all these clicks about it. It really bothers me. I'm just an artist, man. Just an artist. Then you go like this. So in my neighborhood, with the blacks and the Jews and the gays and the hipsters and the rich and the poor all paying rent and all paying their mortgages and all having to work because of capitalism. That's what keeps everybody together. And if somebody gets out of line, we have cops and they function. What is the problem? What is so hard to figure out? And some of them think the Jewish landlords are to blame for their high rent. I mean, get a clue because the landlord down the street is black, and the landlord across the street from my building, I think he's Palestinian. I mean, get a clue, dudes. Nick Fuentes. Who else is out there talking about a bunch of BS? I put it. I did the X right. Now I'm gonna do this. Okay. Now it's my turn for the X. I'm gonna put an X here. Now it's my. I'm gonna do this now. Now it's my turn for the O. Now it's my turn. Oh, I'm gonna block myself. Now it's time for the X. Now it's time for the O. 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 And I'm gonna do the X. And I'm gonna do the O. It's a tie. So my tic tac toe paintings are basically called no win situation. I said no win situation. That's the concept behind my tic tac toe paintings. Okay? There's no tic tac toe three in a row ever. Okay? We're all going to lose or it's all going to be a tie. It's basically a tie or you're going to lose. You could win. You could beat the house, but I doubt it. Um, that's that painting. Got too close to the mic. I'm going to just discuss one more painting because I am an artist. I don't want to just rant about racial issues and people getting clicks off of Israel because Israel and no clicks off of Yemen and no clicks off of Congo and no clicks off of anything else currently. Because Jews make news. Jews make news. Oh, Israel is colonialist while talking about it in America. America, is this fake news? Did they actually kill all the Indians? What did we do? And if you don't like colonialism, go back to your country. Go back to your country if you don't like being in a colonialist country, or if you think that these countries are created um, out of happenstance. They just happened. All these countries that you're just born into, they just happened. Nothing um nothing brutal happens anywhere. It's just all good and it's such it's such BS. Okay, let's talk about this painting. You're just seeing, that there's a saying, no country for old men. You know what no country for old men means? It means countries are difficult to start or and maintain, develop, and societies are hard to build. It's for young men. There's no country for old men or weak people or people that can't take it. Now, I've never been in the army. So neither has Nick Fuentes, neither did Charlie Kirk. Trump was none of these people are ever in the army, but some countries have armies because it's brutal. And there's no place for them to speak on this stuff, much less the protesters protesting all this stuff that happens in the world. Oh my God, they'd be blown to bits if they were actually fighting for something. I'm so sick of this crap. I'm just an artist. I'm a conceptual artist, I got no clicks. I got nothing going on, man. So I did this painting a while ago. And I'm not sure I like this painting, but it's so wild that I'm not really sure. Um, I'm not sure what it's about. I know it has like some sexual psychology to it. For a long time, I was into this sort of these sexual psychosis things, and I don't even know what it means. I did a lot of these at one point, And I'm going to do some more, but I kind of stopped. I'm doing more stuff from photos and these conceptual things. This is for sale, by the way. It's for sale. It's a couple of grand. You got it's like 2 or 3K. I've had several businesses in my life, and if you're running a smooth business, money's not really an issue. So in my painting business, for some reason, money is always an issue, which means it's a dysfunctional business. So I just became dysfunctional about it. I don't really care what you think. I don't care what kind of money you want to spend. I don't care what you think about the art. Um, I do know how businesses run, and it's not a normal business. A normal business, money's almost irrelevant. It's just, provide the service, get the money. Some people have so much money that they'll give you more money than you asked. It's like easy peasy. The art business, it's totally crazy. It doesn't function normally. So I'm not gonna give it I'm not gonna give it any serious thought. This is it for me. I got to do a bunch of stuff today, but I wanted to talk about these upcoming famous podcasters and internet speakers. It's all clickbait, and I'll just say, the way Hitler got into power, it's the same way Nick Fuentes is getting into power. It sounds good. It's totally BS. And you know what? He's not coming up with any solutions because solutions are boring. Solutions are boring and nobody cares. What's interesting is complaining and telling people what the problem is and being totally fantastical about it. You know, it's mind boggling, and I don't like it.